How's it going, my best spuds? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Space Engineers. Oh, wrong button there. Hello, and welcome back to the channel. So today we got some stuff going down. Last time on Spaceball Z, we got our iron mine kicked off, or iron mine, blah, 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 our hydrogen mine kicked off pretty good. See, it's still needing some love, but it is cranking away, getting us some hydrogen. I believe these are each filling up. We've got, ooh, almost 1% and almost 1.5% of hydrogen in both of those things. Doesn't seem like a lot, but I tell you what, that's gonna, as those things fill and we continue to build in different spaces on the map, that's gonna really help out. All right, so what else? Today I've got some great news. We're gonna go. One of the first things we're gonna do today, we're gonna finish out the iron mine. I want to go ahead. I'm gonna add a third drill, and we're gonna add a third drill to the iron mine. And more importantly than that, if there was such a thing as being more important than that, once we get the third drill added, I am also going to just try to get it kind of squared away, see if we can get it to look the way we want it to look, and do all of that stuff. I am also excited because I have managed to do a thing I thought not possible. And that thing is, I think I figured out how to correct, I think I figured out how to fix the drone. We're not going to mess too much with it. I'm not going to like sink a bunch of time in it. I'm not going to take back my promise that we're done with the drone. But I think I fixed it. I think I know all the things that need to be done to make it work. So we're going to undock this guy, pull it forward a little bit so we can pick up some materials. Let's make sure that Rosie's doing the work over there, getting rid of those blocks we don't need anymore. And we actually don't need to open that. I think we can just dump everything into there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start we're going to hog some material, man. We're going to get this thing going. I definitely know we're probably going to need this stuff. Probably going to need that stuff. I bet if I was a betting man, and I'm not a betting man at all. I don't gamble. I got a thing about gambling. You know, it's one of those things. I had a friend once tell me like, "Oh, you know, you never lose more money, or you never take more money than you're willing to lose." And it turns out the amount of money I'm willing to lose is so very little that it's not even an option. It's not really anything. There's no gambling. So, which is fine. No one, I mean, who needs to gamble, right? Nobody needs to gamble. That's crazy talk. Let's get these guys. I know, and I'm just emptying this bad boy out. We're gonna take everything that we can. And then, you know, obviously if we don't use it all, guess what we can do? We just bring it right back. And that's kind of my thought here. Gonna need those things. I do know we've got a wonderful, I don't know what I was gonna say. We've got a wonderful blueprint for the iron mine, so I'm not super duper worried about it. I think there's actually more components that I'm going to need. At least for large steel tubes, but I wanted to make sure that we got as much stuff as possible to, you know, kind of really set this thing off, finish it up. Now, I'm going to modify the blueprint a little bit because I do think we're going to have to create a power flower at the iron mine, which is all right. I don't mind doing that. You know what? Real quick. I know. Oh, and Chad. So first of all, everyone, I think Lord Chaos and Chad both agree that the large grid Pawn Strider is going to be the thing. I don't know how I'm going to build it. I think since now that I've cleared this space out, I might branch a section off right here of our platform and just build it in this space here. That may be where the large Pawn Strider starts to take shape. I don't know that I'm going to create it as a hovercraft. I might create it as a hovercraft as a landing gear thing. I haven't decided. I don't know how I want that to really do, like how I want that to do. We'll see, I guess is the answer I have to that current thing. So let's go ahead and I just need why is that not letting me? Anyway. I don't know, that was being weird. It wasn't letting me withdraw the thing. So, first and foremost, let's go ahead and get, because we're doing an iron mine. Where's my, there it is. That's weird that it says all components successfully withdrawn. It doesn't feel like all components are successfully withdrawn. So, all right. I think this should be good. I think we'll be able to get what we want to do, what we want to get going. So, let's go ahead and oof, this thing is a heavy beast. But we're at 106 milligrams. That's probably because, well, almost. I mean, it's got 31,000 liters of container space, and we're over half. So, we're at 17,000. So, we are cruising along. We're gonna get this iron mine. So, I'm going to do a quick. I'll probably do a quick time lapse for the iron mine, get it set up, get it going what I want to do. I'm going to show you how I'm going to add on another iron mine drill. And yeah, we're going to get that set up really quick and hopefully let Bob do the work we need him to do. I can tell that this thing is already struggling with power. And so first and foremost, let's go ahead and get ourselves a T-junction. And I want, yeah, let's do a T. Like that. Nope, not T. I'm sorry. That's the T I want. And this. Nope. I need to grab that color. Right. And then let's go ahead and pop that off right there. There we go. Get that welded up. It's odd. I'm pretty sure it said I collected everything I needed. That should return that all to functioning, which it did. Okay, perfect. Okay, and then, yeah, so what's going to happen is I'm going to go ahead and grab some of this material here and this here and put that in there. And we're just going to build this out, and we're going to get to the other iron mine. We need to build to right about, I believe, here. Yeah, right about there. So I just got to get that thing out to there. I think I can actually line it up direct with that. So that's going to be, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. I'm excited. Let's get this spiel rolling. I don't know what I was going to say there. All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and cue the time lapse right about meow. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're back for a second. Gonna go get us some more. We need to get some sweet something. We gotta go get some sweet somethings. We gotta get some small steel tubes. We did not grab enough of that stuff, which is alright. Not too bad. Let's see, what do we got? I think we're gonna be doing pretty good. I actually think the iron mine may be completed sans the small steel stube we need. Stube! Small steel stube, guys. That's right. We gotta get that small steel stube. I know, Chad. I'm never gonna. You know what? I'm just never gonna put a large grid assembler on my small grid guy. I just not. I can't do it. I can't. You can't make me. You can't make me. So, I do very often. I'm like, oh, I should have done that. I should have done that. But I think I'm actually enjoying the back and forth a bit. I think, what do I need? I need at least, I think 22 of these guys. And then, I'm willing to bet we are out of iron. I'm shocked. Ooh, and nickel. We're gonna have to, so when we go take this stuff over there, we're gonna need to, so first, let's see if I can get the things that I need. I need one of these worth of stuff. And I think small steel tubes. I think. I got those things. Let's go ahead and grab these motors. And some more of these guys. Why not? Probably some more of those guys. Just to make sure. I gotta make some modifications to everything. So let's go ahead and grab some more of that junk right there. And then, yeah. Let's go ahead and get back over to the iron mine. We'll pick up the iron while we're there. And we might go make a pit stop at the nickel mine too. In fact, let's just go ahead and run over the nickel mine. We haven't been over there in a minute. We haven't checked on it. So let's go ahead and see what that's looking like. We did set up the signal thing so I can turn it off so it doesn't blow our faces off when it is mining for stuff. The sweet nickel of life. So let's go ahead and swing on over here. Break on to the other side. Hello. Yep, let's turn you off. Beautiful. Worked like a charm. That's what we like to see. This thing needs to be obviously built up as well. We're not doing that today though. Nickel mine does not get the love for today because we're just finishing up the iron mine. Just grab some nickel. That looks good. I actually do have a really good blueprint for a nickel mine, I think. I think I built one out. It was one of the two that I did. And then I was like, you know what, I can also build one of these on stream, but having them pre-designed on stream, or not on stream, lets me just like, I'm going to build it, and this is the way it's supposed to look, and it's not too bad a thing. Sorry, tree. My bad. Whereas sometimes I feel like if I'm trying to design one off the cuff or whatever, like my brain stutters, like blah, 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 blah. And I know we're also finishing the Iron Man. I know you see me working on the drone. Worry not. We're not talking about that right this second. We're just making some modifications for future reference. So let's go ahead and grab the things we need. And yeah, back to the time lapse now. Did it. Alright guys, that's it. The iron mine is completski. Completstievski. That's good news. That's great news, guys. We finally defeated this thing. Let's see. What if we do light? Need some lights. I vote to right there. That'll be good. We're going to go ahead and plop a light right there. We need to do two of these things. Red is left, green is right. Everybody knows that, except for me, who just had to confirm by staring at this guy. Alright, so if we take and this is the left side, so this is port light. Yeah, port light. And then when we go here, pop this guy here. And this one will be called starboard, or SB, I guess I could do. We're going to do starboard. And then we're going to put a space because that bothers me. Alright, perfect, perfect, perfect. And then I have one more thing I want to do, probably more than one thing, but we're going to do the one thing. Let's go ahead and slap an exhaust vent on this thing. Why? Because I think it's funny. First, got to go get exhaust vent material. Alright, there we go. So, you guys may be wondering, how did I do it? How did I solve the great exhaust conundrum? And I'll tell you how I did it. First, I'm going to color these blocks I don't like. Oh man, I wanted to color this block. Oh, there we go. This thing goes back to that color. That's fine. Alright, and then what else? I also wanted to do, because this is the front of the ship right here, I thought it would be neat to have a camera, right? So, go ahead and grab one of those, just for fun. The Mule cam. All right, so this thing is done, which is great news. We've got all of that magic happening. I'm pretty excited. Let's go ahead and turn Bob on and make sure that there's nothing else that needs to be welded up. And in fact, I'm gonna back him up a little bit just so we can get a little closer and make sure that he can cover all the areas we need to. Perfect. We're gonna let Bob do any kind of work that needs to be done in the background. But that's it. That's our iron mine. This thing is looking good. It's completed. It's taken off. We're ready. We're ready to cook. I think it's completed. It looks finished. We got yield modules. They're all completed on there, which is great. This thing should be just chewing up the goods. So now what we need to do, and this is going to be kind of wonky, we're going to knock this guy down, and we're going to knock this guy down, and this guy down. And then what we're going to do is we need to grab a T-junction. Perfect. Need to grab an elbow. And then we need to grab a piece right there. And then for this, we need a glorious, oh wait, oh let's do it differently. And we're gonna do this a little bit different. I wanna do this guy here. It'd be great if I would stop scrolling through all the blocks. I only use a couple of these blocks because I don't like the way, oh shoot. I don't like the way they look. No, do not weld that up, Bob. Come on. You know better than that. And then let's go ahead and grab, we were just there. And this will actually be the completed sorter. We want to make sure that's going the right way. Perfect. And if you let me place you, that would be super great. Oh my gosh. The drift is real, boys. The drift is real. Why can't I place this? Probably because I don't have the materials on hand for it. Let's assume it was because of that. Why can't I? Oh, interior plates, you dolt. Oh, and T has been turned on, so it keeps reorienting all my stuff, which is just the best. Why can't I place this now? Yes, there we go. Perfect. And then what do I need? I want, you know, just to show that this is not in service currently, we need to... I can't build that either? Come on! Nope, that didn't work. Perfect. Alright, guys. That's it. That's the iron mine is sorted. I know it looks weird. I probably could have done this a different way, but this way we're doing it. So here's what I'm going to do with this bad boy right here. First and foremost, this thing needs to whitelist, right? And we want to make sure that it is only filtering iron, not iron ingots, not iron ore, or not iron ore, but iron ingots only. And the reason I want that is just simply because I don't want... So this is why we did this. We've got this guy here drilling away, little heart's content, that guy's drilling away. They are feeding stuff back. Comes right here. That's a dumb, inefficient design, but that's okay. Comes in there, it goes there, and it has a chance to make it to the refinery. Once the ore gets to the refinery, the next thing that happens, this sorter spits all of the stuff into this connector, only iron ingots. So you see there's 21,000, which is beautiful. That's a great amount of iron ingots. That's what we want. So get off me. Okay. So that's that. Yeah. And I know, okay, so that is the iron mine. We have completed it, guys. And we have some nickel on board. I need to probably bring some of this iron back with me, so I'm going to grab a single load with my old handalones. 8,000, that's pretty good. We got some nickel on board. I think I also might make a quick trip down. We're going to run down and get some silver and see if I can not blow up a cargo container or the silver mine. Those both things would be really great if I didn't do either of them. Yeah, and then I think we're ready to go to the next step, and I'm excited about this. The reason I'm excited about the drone thing again, because I have it sorted and working the way I intended it to. I forgot to cue that sound effect. Chad, I forgot. Remember how we said that? Remember how you were like, "Oh yeah, the problem with using controllers to turn on and off the mines, you have to remember to turn it back on." Guess what I didn't remember to do. Now I think this has the range that I could totally just bloop and turn on the nickel mine from here, but I don't know. So, you know, that's my bad. What do we do about that? You know, it is, you know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow. No. I don't remember there being this much forestry around here, but I think what I wanted to try to do, I think we're going to do, after we deliver this stuff back to base and get the you know, some supplies back there, we may do a world tour. Let's also run by the silicon mine, maybe grab a couple of thousand of the silicon so that we have stuff to refine back at base. And then yeah, I think that'll be good. All right, let's take this slow, because last time we just full-on Tokyo drifted ourselves into damage. So hello, silver mine, my incomplete baby. Ooh, you know what? If we've got stuff on board, have at it, Bob. Weld away. You weld everything you need to, or you can. I'm okay with it. You get to work. This is a mission about you as well, Bob. Whoa, why am I spinning? There we go. That was weird. Yeah, knock that stuff out. All right. Do you guys, let me know below if you think we should put a refinery on each one of these. Like, just do a world tour of a quick build-out, refineries for all things, so that when we come here, we just pick up refined ore instead of... Let me know. What do you guys think about that? I know we don't need a lot of silver, so it's probably not super smart to, like, pick up that much, but I don't mind. All right, let's get to that nickel mine, turn it back on, and also let Bob weld those things up too. Yeah, and I might actually have to pause the recording real quick, so I'm going to go ahead and let this thing come to a stop. We are going to hit escape, and then I will be right back. Alrighty, and we are back. Sorry about that. I forgot that I started my robot vacuum, and it was he's very dramatic. You know, he's like he gets stuck on something and he's like, "Help, I'm stuck on a cliff." And it's like, "Bro, it ain't that serious." But he, bless him, he vacuums when I don't, so I don't have to. So, what do? You just accept that he's dramatic, over dramatic, kind of. Anyways, his name is T500. He's not quite a T1000, so he doesn't really, he's not really a threat to humanity, but he is a threat to sanity. So he's half the danger of the T500 or T1000. So that's the way I think about it. So I also call him Johnny 5 because he's alive. Yeah, robot vacuums. So what was I? Oh yes. So we're gonna do the world tour of resources real quick. We're gonna grab some silicon and stop by the nickel mine and make sure that that thing is turned back on because I fell prey to the thing we talked about. What was gonna happen if I set it up on a controller like that instead of on the other thing? So here we are. We did it. We did the thing, guys. I'm excited about the iron mine being completed. That's like off the checklist. Finished product. And I even modified it a little bit so that, oh, slow me down, tree. Thank you. Greatly appreciate that. Stop here for a second. See if Bob can get to work. Bob, get to work. What are you doing? I know I got some materials in here. I'll grab some more nickel while we're at it. Yeah, get all that together. Yeah, that's what's up. I think that might be the next thing. Maybe I'll do like a hardcore, not a hardcore, but I'll do like a really long time lapse and just come over here, set the whole nickel mine up, and just go to town. That might be a thing. I don't think we need this much nickel, but why not? It's here. We're waiting for Bob to do his job. The Bob job. Going different ways each time. It's very inefficient. So, yeah. I think that's what we can do. I don't think... Now, my nickel mime didn't... nickel mime? Yes, the nickel mime didn't include controllers, event controllers, and signal broadcast or any of that stuff. So, yeah, that is not something it included. That's okay though. It's actually, so let's go ahead and stop. Bob. Calm it down. Guys. Stop. Okay, you're done. All right, and to make sure it works. Oh, yep, it's still loud though. Ooh, thank you. Yep, thank you. That's my ears. That's my bad. I turned it on too soon. All right, let's go ahead and swing on over to our silicon mine. Pick up some silicon for old time's sake, and just to verify, proof of life, sort of, right, guys? We want to verify that the mine still exists. It's there. I know a couple of episodes back, Chad was telling me that he thought the reason we hadn't encountered any space pirates or anything like that was simply because we have not grown large enough to become a threat. But I feel like our footprint, maybe not on a single, perhaps not on like a single, what do you call it? Like on a single grid basis is big enough of a threat, but like we've got grids everywhere, man. We're everywhere. We are Legion. Oh, why are you turned off? Oh, slow it down. Backing it up. Oh gosh, we don't have enough juice to not, yeah, we don't have enough juice to not fall backwards into this guy. So, are you off? Why are you off? Disagree. You're not turned off. There's no reason to be off. I don't know why it is off. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Good job, Bob. You're doing great work. I love it. I love what I'm seeing. I love the enthusiasm. Everyone here is very proud of you. Me especially. Could not be more happy with your ethic, Bob. You really... Barb was not your sister. That was a bad hire. You should not have recommended her, Bob. Bob is the only... He's the true... That's why he's on temp basis, because he recommended Barb, and of course Barb was kind of a catastrophe. But Barb is not Bob, and Bob is taking care of business. I think Rosie also does a really good job. Rosie the Riveter is an excellent teammate. Let me see if I can help you out, buddy, because we're burning daylight. Oh, we just don't have it. Yep, that's everything. So nice. Well, that's good though. Look, you can tell that it's silicon mine because it's black, right? That's how you know silicon is silicon. It's black, which is weird. Is silicon black in real life? Does anybody know? Ooh, we are heavy. We are like can't go up the hill heavy. Come on, let's go. Oof. Does the Pond Strider need a second motor? Good gravy. I was trying to think because I think the consensus now between Lord Chaos, myself, and Chad is that we do large grid Pond Strider. What does that look like? Like, what? Like, obviously we create the two pads and they're linked together in the middle. Like maybe 1 foot is the like left side is Hab, right side is Med. I don't know. I don't know. And do we duplicate it exactly? Like, do I make the pad as large as these are on large scale? Like that seems like that could be hefty, very large. Let's see. Let us see. I'm gonna see. All right, let's get this guy done. All right. So I know I said we weren't gonna mess with the drone anymore until until a revelation had come back. But guys, a revelation happened, and I don't want to bore you guys. I don't want to run you away with the drone nonsense. So that's why I did all that in time lapse. I plan to make sure that like you guys don't have to watch me mess with building it. And so I probably will do. What I'm going to do is the whole setup in time lapse. Once the setup is done in time lapse, I will walk through what exactly is happening in the setup, and then we'll go from there. Beautiful, Pond Strider, you always are my hero. Let's go ahead and turn off Bob. Good job, you're doing great. I still don't know that I love this gap. I think if I switch to a different panel, we wouldn't know that gap's there. It's because this panel. What is this panel called? If we look at this is called LCD Auto Crafting. You know what? I'm gonna regret doing this. I can feel it already, but I don't like it. I don't like it being there. I don't like it being see-through. And so let's go ahead and grab ourselves. Let's go and grab ourselves an LCD right for. How big is this thing? Good. Do we not have a regular one? Come on. That's what I'm talking about. This guy here. Make you the same color. That's fine. What do you mean you can't place it? I need interior plates. Okay, well, grab the interior plates. And then LCD auto crafting, boom, done. Look at that. And then we'll still change the color because we don't like the way that looks. We don't like the text is too white. And the black background is not my jam either. I don't mind a different color, right? But I just don't want. Part of me wishes I could click this and see like a color wheel or something instead of what this currently is. How is that? Oh, that is no bueno, my friends. That is rough. Do that, and what if we gray it up? No, I don't like that either. That's not too bad. I could read that without giving myself a major brain aneurysm, so that'll work. Perfect. Yeah, and now you can't see. You can't see that that's not complete. So it works. Look at this. Got our maintenance stuff over here. You can kind of see what's going on. Our new pad that's not yet done, but it's getting there. We'll get there. We're gonna get this pad completed. I promise. Not today, but like so we're working in phases, right? Phases. Oh, you're working hard. Look at this. Beautiful. I think we needed this more, didn't we? Yeah, it's okay. All right. So yeah, that's what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna say go ahead and Is Rosie not on? Are you not turned on, buddy? You are. Why aren't you welding? There we go. What? I was gonna say, are you on lunch break? I like the way that looks. Just a little like, I don't know, something like a style. All right, let's go over here. My dampener's not. I was like, what is happening? It's the dampers. They were off. The dampers came from behind. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and.
Fuel low.
Your fuel's low, Suzanne.
Fuel critical.
I don't know if I'm gonna like the way that looks, but that's okay. I don't have to like the way it looks right this second. I do think that. I think I'm gonna do. I know I said I was gonna do something else real quick, but I had this idea, and now that it's in my head. Ah! Guess what just happened? Suzanne warned me, and I was like, "You're dumb, Suzanne." And then Suzanne was like, "Oh yeah, who's dumb now, dumb dumb?" And here we are. Suzanne's kind of mean. That's okay though. I get it. I'm a hard person to work with. I'm not easy to please. You know. You know what we need is we need a speed module, and we don't have one right there. That's peculiar. Speed module. Oh, I thought we had this on a bar somewhere. Do we not? We don't. It's okay. We don't need it on a bar. We have it right here. This is all the speed you need. All right. Perfect. I think I'm gonna fix this up in a way. I don't like the way that. I think it's just that one, honestly. That's okay though. So let's do. Is that it? Is that the perfect block for that? Oh man, I did. Nope, it's not the perfect. It might be the perfect block for it. Get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah. Is that, do we like the way that looks? I don't think we do. I don't know. If we don't, it's okay. We can change it later. That how that do. I know that there's like a, nope. Is it this, which block is it? One of these, definitely. I don't know what I'm doing right this second. I'm just throwing ideas out for what I want this to kind of look like. And it's also not the right color. It needs to be this color now because, like, I didn't mean to make that all this dark gray. I know, I'm not using the paint gun. What did I even put that mod on here for? And I say to you, I have no idea. What did I put that mod on here for? To showcase it. I was showcasing the mod, that's it. I wouldn't really do anything else. You guys can't prove anything. Guys can't prove anything. How's that look? I like it. I like this like little computer section back here. Looks good. All right. And then I think honestly, I like buildings with shape. So I feel like we can do like we could do a nice little shape right there and just give it some visual interest, something like that. All right, Rosie, get to work. Good job. All right. Yeah, so what we're going to do now that that's done, and I feel a little bit better about that wall being somewhat of a wall, except for this piece here. What do we think this needs to look like? Do we want to go... I got an idea. Let's do this. Let's do here. No. Here. And then here. Here. How does that look? And then, yeah, that's good. Now what if we... like the way that looks. It's like a completed base back here. There's no way to get... That may be a flaw or a feature. Let's play. Is it a flaw or a feature? Ah, shite. Flaw. That's what that was. That was a flaw, guys. It's okay. Let's do one-sided. Yes, one-sided. And then... How did I get that to stick last time? Do we have any? There it is. Okay. So how do I get this one to stick? Oh, I do know how to do that. We need to grab this guy. Nope. I gotta grab, sorry. This is a detour that we didn't expect to take just because my brain is like, get this fixed. So if you ever can't get a thing to drop off the edge of that, what you do is you put another one directly upside down under it, and that just allows for you to do that. The problem is this right here. How do I allow for that? Nope. There's just no way to really make that work. It's because I don't have anything to mount the dang stair to. And if I did, if I could do this right here, we could just do, let's assume we just need a straight for now. Grab that color right there. Then do a 2 right there. Bada boom, bada bing. Now we can walk up here, get to the back of our facility. Yeah, that works. And this is just structural. I have to say, I hate, because it's structural, I hate the way this looks right here. I would rather, we're going to fix this right now, because it's that bothersome to me. What did we have? There's probably a T-junction, and we need to make sure. Ah! You, Rosie, I know you meant well, but you didn't. You didn't mean well. And now you should feel bad. And you don't. You're not going to feel bad. You're going to feel just exactly fine. That's alright. Win some, you lose some, right, guys? Alright, so that feels better. Let me grab this color here, and I will paint this guy and this guy here, this guy here. There you go. Perfect. Now I can get up there. That looks cool. Take a little step from the outside. That looks super unfinished, and that's okay. But what we can do real quick to make it feel finished, we can grab this block here. Grab this block here, do like that. And then do. Does that look right on both sides? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you dum-dum. How do we... It's this block. We need just one big block. There we go. Just that. And then, since we're here, do this. And we don't need... There we go. Perfect. Just for building later. Give this some shape. I like the way it looks. I don't love that. I think what we're gonna do... We might do this. Do we have that anywhere on bar? We do. Look at that. Alright, let's grab... I made the mistake. I didn't want to do that. No, that's fine. Actually, that works. 5, and that's this guy, right? Yeah, let's do that. So let's go ahead and grab this color down here just to give it some more flavor. Huh? 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 There we go. And then we do boop, boop, and then switch back to this guy, and boop. Yeah, there we go. That way it feels like it's not just floating magically, which is kind of what it felt like before. Alright, perfect. I dumped that in there. Alrighty. Now that we've done that, we are going to, from here, cue the bedtime. Is it dark enough? Let's go see if we can take a nap first. You know what? I know that we're having many moments of ADD-edness right now. And that's okay. But I do want to see if I can come over here and go cube. Bloop bloop. There we go. There you go. Look at that. 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 Do I want to put one over there? Nah, I don't care about it. I don't care about it enough. No, I'm doing like little housekeeping things because I like the way. Yeah, just I don't know, just add some flavor, some flair. I could totally bring this down. Do we not have enough? Oh, these are not the right color at all. I am so very sorry. Let's go ahead and change that. Are you? Yeah. I think I should come out and around, and this should just be a gap to right there. What do you think? You guys think that's a good? Let's do that real quick. Oh, dang it. Yes, yes, thank you, Rosie. I appreciate your service. Yeah, okay. That feels better. That way I'm not running up against that. And then I can do this. I know this is completely unnecessary, but actually necessary. If you think about, if you think about certain things, it feels necessary, right? What do we got, Bob? Why is Rosie not? I know we got the materials for that. You can't tell me we don't. All right, so let's go here. What light panel do you think this is? Just light panel. Oh, 14. Perfect. We'll call this light panel 14. We'll call this walkway light panel. Walkway light panel. And we don't need it to be bright, but I want it to kind of like. Nothing crazy. Like a 3. Intensity like a 3. Yeah, just like a nice little like welcome home. It covers that up, makes it look a little nicer. Yeah. I like it. And I love the way that looks because it's like all the yellow and stuff. That's perfect. And if we wanted to, we could shave this down and then bring it down there and have a walkway that goes that way. We're not going to do that right now. So now that I've officially started the time lapse multiple times, let's see if we can take a nap real quick. Taking a nap. Switch to this mode. What do we got going on? Let's watch the camera do something wonky. It's doing some crazy stuff. All right, now that it's daytime, beautiful. Feels good. All right, so yeah, guys, starting time lapse now. I'm gonna get the mule completely set up, and then I'll walk you through what's going on exactly. Ba-doop doop 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 doop. Just kidding. I'm gonna start the music now. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go ahead and knock this guy down. So this is it. This is the working mine. This is the working drone, and we haven't tested. Obviously, I had to stop there for a second. I apologize. I came back. Um, it is what it is. So, so, so yeah. Here's what's gonna happen. So first and foremost, the major changes are we still have 4 timer blocks. We still have 2 record blocks, a move block, and an event controller. Put the event controller just at 10%, and the reason I'm doing 10% is just because I don't know how much ingots are going to be in there. But what we've done is we've got this big sorter. Okay, this big sorter is going to slurp up the refined only iron ingots into the cargo container and get the thing to 10%. On the other side, we have this baby sorter. When it lands for unload, it's going to turn this one off, turn this one on, and it's going to spit out the iron ingots to the connector with which the base can then take it away to be used. Okay, now our timers are effectively doing the same things they were before, but it's a little bit different. So the other things we changed, the move blocks, if you'll notice, are directly over the top of our beautiful little um, guy here. And the reason why I did not mean to do that. That's my mistake. I did not want to do that. Put that back in there. The reason why is basically this. Because of the way the system works and it records stuff, we're going to go ahead and put an antenna on this guy because I think it's imperative. Because of the way the system works, we want this to say this is respawn mule, because that's what it was made of, the respawn mule. All right. So because the way this works, the GPS is centered under these two bad boys. So the idea is you want to have these directly in center of your connector. Now, you probably saw me before, the things that I did. I started here with no, well, basically I started here and I lifted directly off and I got to an altitude I felt was safe. I'm saying 90 meters, a little bit less than that. And that's where I marked my first waypoint. And then and this is at both locations. And then I came all the way down. And just as before, like once I got to the docking portion of it, I turned off the engine so it was all the way down. And then I marked my second waypoint. And bada boom, bada bing. Those are your two waypoints you need, right? And so then on the to mine and to home things, the second waypoint triggers one thing. So the to mine triggers the load timer because that's what we want to happen. We want to load it. And the to home triggers the unload timer. Now the timers, we still have the 4 timers. I've renamed them. I have a return to base, a load, trigger is the starter, and unload. So under unload, what happens? We have turn on. Oh, we're missing a thing. Um, on the unload thing, we have, give me a second. Let's go ahead and fix this while we timer. On the unload timer, we have 3 actions. We have specifically lock the drone, or lock this because we're loading, so we need to lock it. Turn off the engines because we just want to save power, and turn the batteries to, I'm sorry, don't turn off the batteries, that's wrong. Turn on recharge and turn off the engines because that's what we want to happen. Oh, and also because we're funny, turn off the exhaust port. So we want to make sure that this is turned off. Okay. So once this happens, once it's finished, once the event timer, the event controller says, hey, wait a minute, I've noticed that a thing has changed. And my action says, if this gets to 10%, I need to trigger either RTB or the trigger timer. So then the event controller says, hey, 10%, RTB time, baby, return to base. And that's what happens. We go over here, we go at our timer, and the RTB thing says, all right, what do I got to do? I got to unlock the controller, turn these bad boys on, turn on the exhaust. What kind of vehicle doesn't have exhaust, am I right? Turn off the recorder for the mine, turn off the AI behavior for the mine, because when you have 2 recorders, only one of these behaviors can be on at once. So in order for smooth operations, we're just going to turn it off ahead of time, because in theory, with the other one, if it turns itself on, it should also turn off. It should also turn off. If you turn on one, it turns the other one off. But just to be safe, we're going to turn off the to mine controller, turn off the AI behavior for the recorder. We're going to turn on the recorder for the home. We're going to turn on the AI behavior for the home, and then we are going to play the AI behavior. And then last but not least, we're going to make sure that this bad boy here the batteries are set back to auto instead of charge. Okay, so then we're going to fly all the way over here, and we're going to come straight here. And then once we get onto our connector here, we're going to play the unload timer. And the unload timer says connect, set the batteries to recharge, turn off this, and turn off the exhaust pipe. And then what else does it tell us to do? In addition to that, let's see, hold on. In addition, I'm sorry, we have a minor malfunction. Give me a second. Get off here. It seems like I didn't save my settings. So yeah, we connect, batteries to charge, engines off. We turn off flight AI. We turn off flight. We turn off flight AI. We turn off to mine recorder. We turn off to mine recorder AI. We turn off the to mine the home recorder and AI. We turn off all that AI. On the second bad boy, we need to turn off the collect sorter because we no longer want it to be doing anything, and we need to turn on the sorter for the return, and we need to turn off the exhaust. And this will do all that. And so then the next step, what's the next step? So we All this is done. The event controller says, "Oh crap, I'm empty now. It's time to trigger." So the trigger comes over, and at 5 seconds, we're gonna call this a 5 second trigger, not 55 seconds. That would be awful. At 5 seconds, the trigger says what? It says, "Oh man, it's time for us to get to work." So it disconnects the controller, turns on flight, turns on AI behavior for flight, turns on the recorder to mine, turns on behavior to mine, AI behavior to mine, turns on the recorder, says play this recording, turns the batteries to go, and turns the thrusters on. And last but not least, which I didn't do, we turn the exhaust back on. And then we got to come into the exhaust port just because it's, again, this is more for comedy part. We're going to do car smoke. We're just going to do regular smoke. Let's see how smoky it gets. Is it super smoky under there? You can't even see it. Why is that? That's interesting. Well, it's because it's not turned on. That's why. So let's give it a go, guys. We're gonna try the first test run. We're gonna go full speed. This thing's doing 40 meters a second. This should be smoother than than average. So here we go. I'm gonna press number one. This number one on my hotbar right here just says trigger this bad boy. That's all I'm doing, and I'm going to try to not interfere past that. All right. So here we go. We're pressing it, and go. All right, so we see the timer clicking. It's saying, "Hey, wait a minute, I got nothing in me. It's time to go." And so now it's like, okay, everything's turned on. Look, the exhaust is on. Oh, good grief! Look how smoggy this bad boy is. We might have to turn that to like car smoke because that's a little too aggressive probably, but that's okay. Um, so for some reason we're doing okay, but this seems like it's moving slow. 40 meters a second. That's not too bad. I'm gonna go to the exhaust real quick, and I'm gonna see if I can't. Okay, that's a little aggressive. That's a little aggressive. So let's do car smoke. Just regular car smoke. Yeah, that's less bad. It's just chugging along like a train. That's crazy. All right, but look how smooth this is moving. It's already doing infinitely better. Now, one of the things that you'll notice is I turned off precision mode. Honestly, precision mode was causing so many problems, and it's so clunky that kind of what needs to happen is it doesn't need to work. So if you need to navigate around a thing, it's honestly just better to add more waypoints than it is to try to get precision mode to do what it's supposed to. All right, so we're coming down. As soon as we dock, we are going to trigger the load timer, which I don't know which one that is, but we'll see it right there. Perfect. Load timer is like, all right, man, let's load this up. We go into our inventory. We check the medium cargo container. Look, it's at 8.1K because that's all that's here. That should be roughly 10%. Boom, it actually happened. So now the 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 block should be playing RTB. It does not look like it is. Why is it not? Hey man, we got further than we did last time, right? It actually collected. But let's go in and figure out what is happening with the RTB timer. RTB timer is 5 seconds. Setup actions. Disconnects, turns on, off, off, on. Batteries to charge, perfect. So then event controller, what do we got? What do we do in event controller? You're down here. Cargo percentage 10, select. You did trigger to start. You should be triggering RTB. Did we do trigger RTB or did we do, let's find out. RTB, start RTB. And then the other one needs to be start trigger once it's full. So yeah, so now we come down here and let's go ahead and come into RTB. We're just going to trigger now. We're just going to say do it. RTB says, what is RTB doing? RTB does not want to be working. We were doing so good, guys. We really were. Play to home, turn on behavior for home, check, check, check. All that is good. Does home, I feel like maybe home doesn't have RTB. I feel like home doesn't have, what are we doing there? Let's go ahead and lock this bad boy down. RTB, does the recorder for home? Let's make sure we got waypoints for to home. We did. So yeah, that's interesting. Oh, start timer. I don't know what happened exactly, but in theory, what's supposed to happen is we disconnect. We say RTB should play Trigger now. Let's go ahead and start this guy. Did we get too full? I think maybe we got too full. Who thinks we got too full? It feels like we got too full. Yeah, we're not producing any. No, it's working. It feels like we got way too full. Let's see if we can't. We're gonna sort this out real quick. I think we were doing really good, guys. Something's going on with the triggering. What are you doing way up here, buddy? I feel like I feel like what's happening is I think the RTB trigger is too slow. I think it's taking too much. Oh yeah, let's drop this down to 1 second. And then we need to. What we can do real quick is we can turn this guy off. Not that guy. That's not what I wanted to do. Turn that back on. That's interesting. I feel like it killed the whole thing. Oh, it did. Let's see, did that work? So if I turn the other sorter on, what should have happened is it should have emptied this guy out entirely. Let's see, does it have enough thrust to actually lift? I don't think it does. I think that's the problem, is it just does not have, the thrust to get off the ground with this much load. No, it does. I mean, it ain't loving it. Well, let's figure out what happened there, but we can continue this later. I don't know. I think we've got this sorted out. Honestly, I truly believe this is sorted, and we got the iron mine finished, and that's really what's important. So I know we're not spending too much more time on this, and like I said, I'm gonna time lapse all this stuff. But I tested this thoroughly, and I think the problem right now is that it was able to pick up so much freaking ore that the moment it noticed it was over percentage, it still had enough time to get overweighted. And I just think that it has oh yeah, like that. I shouldn't be having this much struggle trying to like get to the ground. So let's go ahead and pop that on there. We're gonna do one more. We're not gonna do one more run. We're gonna call it there. And we're going to say that that was pseudo-successful. I'm excited about this thing. It's going to get working. I'm excited we got some base work done. I like the way this looks. It's a nice little flavor. I like the juxtaposition of color, although I will say this color here needs to be this color. This is a hospital, folks. We can't have it dingy. Look at that. I like the way this looks. We'll figure out how we're going to get it to look the rest of the way. As far as the rest of this building, I think it's going well. Anyways, guys, I really appreciate you guys joining me, as always. You guys are great. You know, we got the iron mine finished. It looks beautiful over there. In fact, let's go get a quick screen cap of that bad boy with me on top. Iron mine complete. It looks glorious. And it's got 3 miners now, so it should be producing plenty of material. Yeah. Iron mine finished. Let's go ahead and grab that screenshot. I appreciate you guys stopping in. I love the comments. I like the idea of the giant pond strider. I'm excited about that. So we're going to keep building out. We're going to keep doing that. I think the pond strider is going to be something easy to build from the side of our base. I still want to build one more a little scout flyer ship to take to space and kind of proof of concept, but that's going to be next time. I appreciate you guys sticking around. Like, share, subscribe, you know all the stuff. And as always, I will catch you later, taters. Bye. Nope, still can't wave. Bye.